All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving deep into the world of espionage with Redeeming Meg.
Ooh, Redeeming Meg.
Yeah, the first book in this Black Swan Division series. And let me tell you,
Okay.
we've got some excerpts here. And this book, it just pulls you in right from the start. Like you were thrown right into the action.
I can imagine.
But it also makes you stop and think,
Yeah.
like about what it really costs to be at the top of that spy game.
Yeah. What really struck me right off the bat was how the author sets up this contrast.
Yeah.
You've got Meg, she's this former CIA operative, and she's seeking solace on a beach in Spain.
Right.
Like, it's idyllic, peaceful almost.
Yeah.
But you just know right from the get-go that there's something,
Oh, yeah.
a storm is brewing under the surface.
Yeah, like she's trying to outrun her past, but it just
Keeps catching
up with her. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's where the Black Swan Division comes in. Have you ever heard of like that, the Black Swan theory?
Yeah, it's that whole idea that, those highly improbable events, the ones that nobody sees coming,
Right.
they end up having this like massive impact, like think 911.
Right.
So the book uses that concept to bring in this elite, top secret CIA team, and they're only called in for like the most unpredictable,
Right.
dangerous situations.
Yeah, exactly. And this team, the Black Swan Division, is only 4 members. We're talking the best of the best,
Elite
almost mythical, like, in the intelligence world.
figures, yeah.
And Meg, she was their leader,
She was.
but she's clearly dealing with some, pretty heavy stuff.
Oh, for sure.
There's this mention of an orange status,
Oh, yeah.
which in CIA terms means there are concerns about like her mental fitness for duty.
Right.
So right away you're wondering, is she really ready to come back to this life?
Big questions.
Yeah. And there's definitely this sense of reluctance from her. You
Yeah.
get this feeling that she's been through something, really traumatic
Okay.
that's left her, I don't know, shaken,
Yeah,
maybe even a little broken.
for sure.
And then there's Declan, her former second in command.
Declan.
I know. And their relationship, let me tell you, it's
Complicated.
complicated is putting it mildly,
It is.
but you can see the history there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mix of loyalty,
Uh-huh.
maybe even something more.
Yeah.
But there's definitely tension there, Like they've both been through a lot together.
Together.
And it's left its mark,
It's left scars, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And Declan, he's described as this, like, rock solid,
Unwavering presence.
unwavering, that's the word.
Yeah.
And he's the one who seems really concerned about her orange status,
Right.
And you could tell it's coming from a place of, like, genuine care.
Oh, yeah.
But there's this part of him that also seems wary,
Hmm.
like almost afraid of what might happen if she pushes herself too far.
He's walking this line, of trying to protect her, but also I think there's something he's holding back to.
Right.
Yeah.
There's this underlying sense of mystery.
Yes, secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Declan's got secrets.
He does. And then, boom, the action kicks off.
Here we go.
Missing analyst Tommy. A stolen data drive.
Yeah.
And a full-blown riot at the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a powder keg situation.
Yeah. The stakes are high, right? This data drive, it has vital intelligence and the clock is ticking.
Right.
And the book does a fantastic job of like putting you right there in that chaos and that you can almost feel that tension in the air, that urgency. As soon as Meg arrives in Bucharest.
And she doesn't hesitate.
Yeah.
Not for a second.
No.
She goes completely rogue.
Yeah.
Ditches the plan, heads straight into the embassy alone.
Wow.
Bold move.
Old.
Maybe even reckless.
Yeah.
But you can't help but admire her guts.
No, you really can't. It definitely speaks to her character,
Yeah.
This fierce determination to get the job done, even if it means breaking the rules.
Right. Exactly.
Mm.
And then they meet up in the tunnels beneath the city, and their reunion, it's electric.
I bet.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
I can only imagine.
Declan, he's all about protocol, keeping things under control.
Right.
But Meg, well, she's always been a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, you can see how their personalities clash, but also how they kind of complement each other.
Yes.
Right. Declan's the anchor, trying to like keep her grounded.
Yeah.
And Meg is the one who's willing to take those risks.
And then we have this other character who comes into play, Tessa.
Okay.
She's an architect, and she knows the embassy's secret passages like the back of her hand.
Oh, wow.
I have a feeling she's going to be a key player in all of this.
Absolutely. She adds a whole other layer of intrigue to this story.
For sure. But here's where things take a turn. They get to the embassy safe, and guess what?
What?
The data drive is gone.
Oh, no.
someone beat them to it.
So now they're not just dealing with a missing analyst and a stolen drive, but the possibility of a mole, like, within the U.S. government.
Within their own ranks.
Yeah.
It makes you question everybody's motives.
Oh, absolutely. And the book, it drops these subtle little hints.
Yeah, like the suspicious behavior of the chief of mission.
Right.
And that missing gun.
Yeah, it's all very suspicious.
Oh, yeah. And then, as if things couldn't get any worse, Hagar, the terrorist they're trying to stop, breaches the embassy.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a twist.
I know. So now Meg and Declan are trapped inside.
With this deadly assassin on their tail. And just when you think it can't get any more complicated, Declan drops a bombshell.
What?
He's been keeping a secret from Meg.
Hmm.
Something that goes way back. Something that could, like, shatter their already fragile trust.
It really makes you question their past.
Oh, yeah.
And how much their past is tangled up together.
Yes.
More than we initially thought, perhaps.
And that's just the beginning of this crazy ride that this book takes you on. The confrontation with Hagar, the daring escape, and then the mission ends in failure.
Oh, wow.
But even with this setback, the book doesn't let up on the suspense at all. Tommy's still out there somewhere.
Right.
And then we get this final chilling twist. Hagar is found dead in his cell, assassinated by some unknown, like, ghost-like figure.
It leaves you with chills right down your spine. You're just left wondering, who could have pulled this off?
Right.
And what does this mean for Meg, Declan, the rest of the Black Swan Division?
Exactly.
It really is one of those books that grabs hold of you and doesn't let go, and we've only just scratched the surface.
We have. I mean, that escape from the embassy, though.
Oh, I hate
The way the author describes it, like, you are right there with Meg and Declan.
Yeah.
Racing through the tunnels, dodging bullets, like a scene straight out of a Bourne movie.
Oh, yeah, totally. What really gets me, though, is how the author manages to weave in those, like, personal, emotional threads,
Right.
even amidst all the action. You see Meg struggling not just with, the physical danger,
Right.
but with the memories of what happened to Jesse, their teammate.
Yeah, it's like she's fighting a battle on two fronts.
Absolutely. It makes you think about the psychological toll this kind of life must take. It's like they're not just super spies, they're human beings,
Right. Real baggage.
carrying a lot of baggage.
Yeah. And then that whole twist with the data drive being gone from the embassy safe.
It changes the game completely. Suddenly, the enemy isn't just out there, potentially in their own ranks.
Right. Yeah, it makes you question everyone.
Everyone's motives, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a classic spy thriller where you just can't be sure who to trust.
Exact.
The chief of mission, especially.
Yes.
And that missing gun. It's all very
suspicious.
suspicious.
Yeah, it creates this atmosphere of paranoia, which I think is really effective.
Right.
You start to see how the pressure's getting to Meg and Declan, how it's testing their relationship.
And then, just when you think they're starting to, get a handle on things, Declan reveals that secret he's been keeping.
Ugh, that moment is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's not just a plot twist, it's a revelation about their past.
Yeah.
About the burdens they've both been carrying.
Right.
It just adds a whole new layer of complexity to their relationship.
And it makes you wonder, can they really overcome all of this?
Right.
Is their bond strong enough to withstand all these secrets?
Exactly. And it raises questions, too, about Declan's, true motivations.
Right.
Is he as loyal as he seems, or is there something else going on?
Right. And let's not forget about Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
The missing analyst. Is he a victim, a traitor, or something even more
complicated?
I know. His disappearance adds another layer of intrigue to the story.
Yeah.
You keep getting these glimpses of him, flashbacks, that hint at his troubled past.
And you start to wonder, is his story the key to unlocking everything?
Yeah. The author keeps you guessing, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing's clear.
What's that?
Tommy's more than just a missing pawn in this game.
Right.
He's a character with depth, with secrets.
For sure.
And I think his role in all of this is far from over.
I agree. And then that confrontation with Hagar.
Oh, in the abandoned mall.
Yes, in the abandoned mall.
Talk about a, heart-stopping sequence.
It is. The author, the way they build the tension, it's masterful.
It is.
You can practically feel the danger.
Oh, yeah.
Closing in on Meg and Declan.
Yeah. And it's not just about completing the mission this time.
Right.
It's about survival.
It is.
And even in the midst of all this action, the book never loses sight of the character's inner struggles.
It doesn't, and that's what I think makes it so good.
Yeah.
You see Meg battling her own demons,
Right.
trying to stay one step ahead of that trauma that keeps threatening to just, like, engulf her.
And Declan trying to reconcile his loyalty to Meg with the doubts, that have been planted.
Exactly. Like, they're both fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. And that ending.
Oh, the end.
Well, let's just say it's a game changer.
It is. It leaves you reeling.
Oh, yeah.
Desperate to know what happens next.
It makes you reflect on, the choices they made,
Yes.
the consequences, the sacrifices.
This is more than just a spy thriller.
Oh, for sure.
It's a story about human nature.
Yeah. About the things we do for, love, loyalty, redemption.
Yeah, absolutely.
And before we jump ahead, I want to ask you,
Yeah.
what's resonating with you most about Redeeming Meg so far?
For me, it's the way the author blends the action and the emotion so seamlessly. Like,
Right.
you have these incredible action sequences,
Yeah.
but it's the characters' journeys that really stay with you.
Yeah.
Meg's struggle with guilt and trauma,
Right.
Declan's unwavering loyalty,
Right.
Tommy's descent into darkness. It's
It's all very compelling.
compelling. Yeah.
But we want to hear from you, too.
Yes.
What are your, initial impressions of Redeeming Meg?
Right. What questions are swirling around in your mind?
Yeah, head over to our website or social media.
Yeah.
Share your thoughts. We'd love to hear what you think.
We would.
And in the meantime, we'll be back soon to dive into the final part of Redeeming Meg.
Okay.
We'll explore those, lingering questions.
Yes.
Try to piece together Tommy's mysterious role
All right.
and see if Meg and Declan can ultimately find a path to redemption.
Redemption.
Stay tuned. We left off with so many questions, so many loose ends.
I know.
Tommy vanished,
Mm.
Hagar dead,
Yeah.
under mysterious circumstances. It felt like the rug had been pulled out.
Totally. And it's a testament to the author, like how they managed to keep ratcheting up the tension.
Right.
Even when you think it's reached its peak.
Yeah.
That image of Hagar in his cell,
Yeah.
taken out by someone with seemingly impossible abilities, it's haunting.
It makes you question everything you thought you knew,
Yeah.
about this world, this book. Is there a secret organization, even more shadowy than the Black Swan Division?
Right.
Are there forces at play that even Meg and Declan can't comprehend?
That's one of the things I find so fascinating about Redeeming Meg.
Yeah.
The author's not afraid to, delve into those murky depths of espionage where the lines blur between, good and evil,
Right.
and the players are never quite who they seem.
And Meg herself is a prime example of that complexity.
Oh, for sure.
She's brilliant, she's capable,
Yeah.
but she's also deeply flawed. We see her struggling,
Yeah. Yeah.
to recover from her injuries, physical and emotional.
Yeah, she's pushing herself to the limit.
Yeah, desperate to get back in the game. But you can sense that she's walking a tightrope.
Yes.
One wrong step.
And it all comes crashing down.
It all comes crashing down, yeah.
And her journey of redemption is so compelling because it's not straightforward. She's not just, trying to solve a case or save the world.
Right.
She's fighting to save herself,
Yeah.
to reclaim the parts of her that have been broken by what she's seen and done.
And Declan's role in all this is just, so intriguing.
I know, he's clearly devoted to her, but he's also wrestling with his own, doubts and secrets.
Right. Is he an ally or does he have his own agenda?
Oh, right. The author keeps you guessing.
Oh, yeah.
And that tension between them just adds to the intrigue.
Absolutely. It's like a microcosm of the larger themes.
Oh, yeah.
Loyalty, betrayal, that fine line between duty and, personal conviction.
Right. And that's what elevates this book, right?
Yeah.
Beyond just a simple action thriller.
It makes you think. It makes you feel.
It stays with you long after you finish reading.
And just when you think the story has reached its, climax, we get that final twist.
Oh, here we go.
Tommy reappears,
He does.
but he's not the same.
No.
There's darkness in him now.
There is. It's like he's been transformed by this experience.
Yet, by the secrets he's uncovered,
Right.
can Meg reach him? Can she pull him back from the edge before it's too late?
Before he goes too far.
It's a powerful ending, and it leaves you with this, this sense of unease.
Yeah, a feeling that the fight's not over.
Right. Makes you question who the real enemy is.
Right.
And whether redemption is even possible in this world.
I think that's the genius of Redeeming Meg.
Yeah.
It doesn't offer, easy answers,
Yeah.
It challenges you
Right.
to confront the complexities of, the human condition, the
Yeah.
moral dilemmas
That's,
of operating in the shadows.
It's a story that stays with you. you know?
Yeah.
It makes you think about your own beliefs, about loyalty, about betrayal,
That does.
the cost of justice.
I think if you are looking for a book that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat, make you think, make you feel,
Yeah.
Redeeming Meg is a must-read.
It is.
Gripping spy thriller, but it's got a heart.
Yeah.
Explores the dark side of human nature, but reminds us that even in the shadows, there's hope,
Right.
a chance for redemption.
Yeah, be sure to check out the rest of the Black Swan Division series.
Oh, yeah. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning of a journey you won't want to miss.
You won't want to miss it.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Redeeming Meg.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you found it insightful.
We did too.
We can't wait to hear your thoughts on this book.
We can't.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the stories that matter.
The stories that matter.